What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Brian Johnson. The Eagles offensive coordinator was fired today by no other than Nick. New reports are coming out that Brian Johnson firing upset some of the staff. Also, Sean Desai, the Eagles defensive coordinator that already got fired. Jeff McClain come out to report that Eagles was stripping him of his third down duties before the bye week. Also, Jalen Hurts, a report came out also that this dude was unapproachable and a prima donna. Let's talk about it.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to On the Rock Sports Talk Podcast, where we talk about basketball, football, baseball, college sports, fantasy football, and breaking sports news. Now let's join your host, Sergeant Peeps.
Whoop, whoop. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Sergeant Pete's, coming back at you with another episode of On the Rock Sports Talk. Today, we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about a couple of topics on the Eagles tonight. We're going to go ahead and get it started with Brian Johnson. We got a lot to talk about Brian Johnson, who I believe was a scapegoat. Brian Johnson was a scapegoat because this dude was fired and he wasn't even a play caller. I mean, he was a play caller, but it wasn't his offense. It was Nick Sirianni's offense. I mean, we went over this already. The guy said that it's his offense. So, amidst that, him getting fired, I mean, we knew it was coming. But it was a report come out that the Eagles coaching staff members are probably upset about Brian Johnson being let go. So they say it's some weird vibes out there, and I just don't know what everybody on the staff is happy about everything that's going down, especially with Brian Johnson, who was sort of caught in the middle, which is true per the Fanatic, because, like I said, I don't think he got to implement none of his offense in what happened in training camp, because not Sean Desai, but what's the Indianapolis coach, head coach, Stankin. He was the offensive coordinator last year, but like he said, Nick Sirianni is his offense. It definitely was his offense. And the coaching staff, the media are saying that Brian Johnson just didn't have a chance because it was Nick's offense. And he pretty much had to go whatever Nick said. Nick would veto plays. What else he would do? He would, a run or a pass, he would tell them, oh, we're going to run. Run, I want you to. But he passed the ball more than he ran. So, man, there was also reports that Brian Johnson and Jalen Hurts pretty much wasn't getting along as far as he wasn't happy with the play calling. But, I kind of confused on that because, like I said, Nick Sirianni is his offense. He should have been, talking to the coach about that. Everybody's upset about it. Me, personally, I think Nick should have been fired because, you got to look at it. You got to look at it like this. If you fire an offensive coordinator and a defense coordinator, that's your plays. You got 2 years left on your deal, and you pretty much are sitting duck because you next. You on the hot seat. You can't fuck up no more. And the next person who come in, you're gonna be running their offense. because your offense is stale. So that's enough on that. Now let's talk about somebody else. Sean Desai. It was reported to come out that the Eagles, and before the bye week, was gonna take away Sean Desai's play calling duties on third downs. This is before they sent him upstairs and took away his defensive coordinator title. Man, you talk about somebody that's, whew. I mean, we pretty much in shambles on the offensive coordinator side. So, I mean, it's crazy, and I don't like it because it's not a very attractive job. As far as the offensive coordinator goes, defensive coordinator maybe so, because I mean Nick Sirianni, he is an offensive coach. The defensive coordinator, I mean they're gonna have to lean on him. But as far as offensive coordinator, I mean you pretty much one. I mean if you're doing good, the offense is talented, very much talented. So I mean, you got a good chance to come in here in training camp, mini camp, implement your scheme. And if you have a good year, you might be one and done. But also, Nick Sirianni got 2 years left on his deal. So if he get fired, I mean, there's a good chance that offensive coordinator gonna be fired too. So it's going to be pressure on him. But also you can look at it as if it's a good offensive coordinator and we win game, they could let Nick go and be like, no, we're going offensive coordinator going to be the interim coach and we're going to keep him on as the head coach. They can do that. I mean, it's a lot of possibility. But don't get it twisted. Nick is on the hot seat. He's going to have to do something next year. He only got 2 years left on his deal. And you coming off the Super Bowl last year, but you collapsed this year toward the end, and the owner didn't like that. So he pretty much told Nick in the office when they had a meeting, why should I keep you? And he had to come up with a plan. Well, I'm going to fire my offensive and defensive coordinator. So I'm pretty much thinking he's gonna give up his play calling duties, which that's gotta be the plan. Give it up. He's gotta get it up. He's got to. Let me turn it down. He's gotta give it up. The reason why I say that, because this offense was stale. It was stale, and it was plain and bold. We didn't even have a blitz hot routes. You've seen it against the Giants and Tampa Bay. But anywho, let's go with some coaching possibility on the defensive coordinator. We had some old heads. Ron Rivera. Pretty much Ron Riverboat Rivera. Pretty much Washington Commanders head coach. He was pretty much in the middle of the pack last couple of years, but when he first started, he was a top-notch defensive coordinator. And the Eagles already interviewed him. Pretty much he's one that the Eagles, I think they looking at pretty hard, which I don't agree with. I think the Eagles like him because he pretty much is not attractive for other teams. Like, he's not going to leave. He's a family man, and he pretty much, from the area, and he don't want to up and leave his family. So they looking for a long tender defensive coordinator. And I'm afraid that's who they going to lean on. And plus, he's not going to upstage the coach because he know his plays. But me, I like Wink from the Giants, because I like blitz. I'm all about that. If you're Eagles fan, you remember Jim Johnson, the old defensive coordinator. Sometimes it didn't work, sometimes it did, but he always had some good blitzes. So, but yeah, that's who I'm pretty much looking at. I like Wink. A couple more out there. As far as offensive coordinator go, the Eagles, they interview Cliff Kingsbury. You remember him from Arizona coach. He pretty much, I think he coached at Oklahoma also. Yeah, he used to be, what's the quarterback? Man, I can't think of his name for Arizona right now. The little shorty dude. But he used to coach him. He pretty much didn't have a good record down there. He had to go. But I'm interested to see what he can bring to the table. But who I think that the Eagles, should get, I think they should get Kellen Moore. Like this dude. I wouldn't mind him being a coach if it don't work out. So, yeah. That's who I mean, that's just me. I want some pizzazz on the offense. I want some trickery I'm going to say trickery. Motion, disguise. That way you can see what defense it in. I want to see more Jalen Hurts under center. I want to see them scheme, our talent, our alphas on offense, Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, get them guys open, scheme them open. It's all about the scheme to your talent. Not bring your scheme in here thinking that it's going to work. You need to scheme the talent we got. AJ Brown got 2 more years. Dallas Goedert got 2 more years on his deal too. Jalen Hurts, I think his contract started, so he got about 3 to 4 more years, And Dallas Goedert, did I say he got 2 more years? Yeah. AJ Brown 2 more years. Devontae Smith, he about to get paid, buddy. We gotta to pay him. So we'll see, man, how everything go. Far as next year goes for this team, man, I think we'll be a contender for the playoffs. But Super Bowl, it's all gonna come down to, this roster, how we set it up. I think it depends. We got a lot of money in on the cap, under the cap. So I think right now we have about 28 mil, and that's not. We just opened up by Jason Kelsey just, doing the restructure, and Kevin Byard. It depends on what we're gonna do with him. We can restructure him, get some more cap room, and it's some. We got a lot of cap, but like I said, we got to re-sign some players too, and we got to get some good free agents in. We got to clean up this defense. That defense is going offense straight. Got to get a running back. Offensive line is there. We got to get some depth. We got some key pieces that might leave. We'll see. But as far as that defense go, we got to figure this shit out, people. Howie Roseman, should I say, because these cornerbacks, Slay O. That's it, yeah. Slay O. You got Bradbury. Trash, bro. I don't know. We gonna move his ass to safety or something, because he's too slow to be playing corner. I heard they can, release him and eat that dead cap. But yeah, I don't think that's smart. Put his ass on the field, make him play safety or something. Or sit his ass on the bench, let him play special teams or something, and let Kellen Ringo, Eli Ricks, I think what his name, Isaiah Rogers, we got from Indianapolis Colts. We picked him up, and Avonte Maddox. I mean, I think they could probably release him, and get some good linebackers. We need linebackers, people. We do. You see what Fred Warner doing, Greenlaw, and Roquan Smith, Queens, them guys doing in the playoffs right now. We need some good ass linebackers. You know, that defensive front, you know, keep them guys up there. But as far as they go, man, we gonna be good. We did get some new picks, compensatory picks. We got a 3rd round. We got the 3/5. So, I mean, the draft gonna be lit. I mean, we already got 2 second rounds, and then we got our first. I forgot what pick we got in the first round, but it's low. But anywho, also, did I talk about the Jalen Hurts thing that came out about him being a prima donna? Come on, man. When I seen this report came out on Jalen Hurts, I was totally upset. I say, not my quarterback. Not my quarterback. Nope. They say one source on the team described Hurts as a good dude who sometimes did not realize at the time he's acting like a prima donna. Explicit word. We'll use the word jerk. Multiple sources close on the inside of Eagles confirmed this. Teammates wanted to include him in functions. Hurts would have waved them off. It was emphatically stated, according to numerous sources, that Hurts is not like the other guy, Carson Wentz. Now, Carson Wentz was not a good leader, and they say he was. This is why this article kind of throws me off. He's like the other guy. Hurts is not like the other guy. So they talking about Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz was what they saying up there. Like, that's how he was. So that's why I don't get that part. But I hope this article is not true. But they saying he changed ever since he got his money. And I really, I mean, I'm an Eagles fan, and he's my quarterback. I gotta stand behind him. So, I mean, if they go with somebody else, I gotta go with them too. But I'm hoping it's not true with Hurts. Hurts, get your shit together, buddy, because we need a Super Bowl. You was an All-Pro last year, second team. You know, your stats went down. We're gonna need you to get your ass in gear. When you get in camp, please tell me that ain't true. And I mean, let's do the damn thing. But anywho, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate